So I'm making this video for anyone who's aspiring to become a Porsche 928 owner, and it comes across the fact that a car like mine, which is 37 years old, it's 210,000 miles, the previous owners never replaced any of these fuel components. I have replaced the fuel line. As you can see, I have rebuilt the fuel line, new hose. I basically put new hoses all over the place. Wherever I see a new hose it needs to be new, I put. But the problem was I needed a new fuel rail, fuel dampener. This is the original. If you want to get this, it's $600. And if you're a Porsche 928 owner, you'll discover that, wow, a lot of simple components in this car cost a small fortune. There are a number of people who make actual aftermarket parts. There's a guy named Greg BBB on Renlist who makes like a $300 fuel pressure dampener that's specifically made for an 85 to 86 model. I think you could actually put a better one, because the 86 and 85 ones, there is a chip you can buy from someone off of, well, he's also a poster on Renlist. But there are other alternatives. 928URUS, I believe that's the name of the website, sells one for 87 plus models, which I believe you can still stick in this car. But, you know, that is, a choice is $265. Or, if you're like me, I went for a universal one. This is a universal fuel pressure regulator. This is it here. I actually welded a piece of metal here to this thing, right here. If I wanted to make it able to still take the original, like this one right here, I could just drill holes in the metal down there, and that would, could be used for both. But I decided to do this. Welded this piece of metal. It's a stainless steel piece of metal. I had scrap metal lying around. I use a lot of stainless steel because I hate rust. And the actual side of the fuel pressure regulator has a 8AN fitting. So I just went on Amazon, made sure I got an AN fitting to I believe this is an M16 by 1.5 fitting for the Porsche 928 fuel rail. I'll put a link in my video when I upload it. And I'm just showing that I actually I jumped the fuel pump. I'll show that right now. There's the wire I used to jump it. There's the relay I took out. And right now I have the fuel pump going, and you can see there are no leaks. First try. No leak, first try. So, no leak, no leak, no leak. You can hear the hissing. Definitely getting pressurized, but there is simply no leak. It's not hard. Actually, I got a little confused because I wasn't sure, because whoever used to own this car made a lot of mistakes. And I thought that the fuel pressure regulator and the fuel pressure dampener were swapped, because in the diagram this should be the regulator, this should be the dampener. Nope. Apparently in 85s, maybe it was unique to the year 85, 86, or maybe not, but some of the Porsches do have the dampener here and the regulator here. And this here is the return line that takes the extra fuel pressure and returns it back to the gas tank, I do believe. But yeah, this is for anyone who's like interested. This was a $115 part. Probably spent another $12 in fittings. So, and I'm willing to bet it's probably a better fuel pressure and dampener than the stock one, and probably even better than 87 plus ones, and maybe, dare I say, even better than Greg's or 928URS, the billet one. It's only unfortunate that I happen to make it look ugly, because you can't see, it's actually a pretty nice looking fuel pressure and dampener. But yeah, I haven't started the car. I just literally bolted together, mostly. I just basically put the lines on. But as soon as I'm done, I'll start it and show that everything's just fine. Alright, so here it is all put back together. You can't really see the fuel pressure regulator or the fuel dampener, but it stuns it right and starts and runs just fine. Nothing wrong. Lots of power.